Happy Monday, everyone. I hope everyone is well and that you had a nice weekend. I am Mark Troth, broker and co-owner of Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Troth Realtors. We're right here in Lancaster, California, with this week's edition of our real estate market snapshot. Today is Monday, September 11th, 2023. Before we get into our real estate market snapshot, just like I mentioned, it's September 11th. I hope we all take a few minutes to pause and think about exactly what happened 22 years ago here in our nation. Remember those folks that perished in that attack on our homeland, and the first responders that responded so bravely to try to save those people and perished, and those that didn't were affected for the rest of their lives, many, many years. So just hope that take a few minutes to remember what a privilege it is to live in this nation, and exactly what happened 22 years ago. So back to the real estate market snapshot. I'd like to point out we do this week in and week out in order that local residents, property owners here in the Antelope Valley have a local resource to go to in order to see exactly what is trending, what is going on in our Antelope Valley real estate market. Feel this is important, as often our statistics get lumped in with greater Los Angeles County, Southern California, state of California, and our market is just absolutely unique onto itself as far as what's going on. Also like to point out that our statistics are courtesy of the Greater Antelope Valley Association of Realtors MLS system. So let's go ahead and get into our first slide here. We do have a bonus slide for you this week, so make sure you stay through the end. So we start this week with 629 active listings on the market, residential listings. That is up 1.1% from last week when we were at 622, up 5.4% from 4 weeks ago, and down 41.4% from this time last year when we had about just under 1,100 active listings on the market. So definitely still looking for perhaps a bump in inventory as we head out of the summer market and into the fall market. Our pendings took a nice little jump. Kind of nice to see this. Went up from 418 last week to starting this week at 424, up 1.4%. Kind of get into some conclusions as we get into slide 2. Up less than 1% from 4 weeks ago, August 14th, when we were at 420, and from a year ago, September 12th, 2022, down 22.3%. And so let's go ahead and get into slide number 2. Make sure I pull up the right one. There we go. Okay, so last week, 75 residential listings on the market. Up 13.6% from the previous week when we had 66. Also a short week last week with Labor Day. Residential listings into escrow down 8.9%. Where last week we had the week before last, we had 79. Last week, September 4th through the 10th, we had 72. Still showing some decent buyer activity out there. Not great, decent. Interesting number here. Our median days on the market continues to hover right around that 3-week period, bouncing kind of between 18 days to 24 days over the last 3-4 months. And so once again, this points out and proves that the buyers, even though interest rates are not real attractive, buyers are realizing it is what it is, and property comes on the market that's priced right, in decent condition, good area, et cetera, they're going to make a move and jump on it. A little bit of an interesting number here. I actually went back and forth and reran this number about 3 times to make sure. So last week, in the short week, only 36 residential listings were reported as being sold through our MLS system, which is down 51.4% from the week prior. Only 36. I don't know if there's something going on with that number, but like I said, I triple checked it, just not double checked it. So it appears to have been accurate. And our median sales price staying in the range that we've been seeing it bounce around. Last week, median sales price of those 36 reported sold was $447,500, just a tick under what the median list price was of those solds which was 450. So we hadn't taken a look back year over year for a while. So I thought it would be interesting to go ahead and take a look back year over year. And so from the time period of 9/5/22 through 9/11/22, our median sales price of closed sales was 408. So as it just reported off of the last slide, our median sales price year over year, looking at the week, the same week, basically in 23 versus 22, up $39,000. So up 9.4%. So definitely that shortage of inventory is keeping prices buoyed up. Unless we see a huge influx of listings, I think we're going to continue to see that median sales price of that 447.5 kind of stay right in that range as we move through the balance of the year. We can see our median list price of those solds year over year up 5.3%. As slide number 2 showed, it was 450 a year ago. From 9/5/22 through 9/11, it was 427.5. So just kind of some interesting look back to see that a lot of talk about, okay, is our market going to crater? We're going to see this big decline in values. We're keeping our eye out on exactly what that median list price, median sales price is doing year over year. So with that, we'll go ahead and we will stop the share. We will call this a wrap on September 11th, 2023. Any other statistics, information, market conditions that myself or any of our trusted associates here at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Troth Realtors can provide you, by all means, please feel free to reach out to us and let us know, where we have proudly been serving the Antelope Valley real estate needs since 1957. All right, everybody, take care. Make it a great week. Remember to pause on September 11th, and we'll see you next week. All righty. Bye-bye.